The Pokemon world is full of beautiful and amazing looking places, and as a Pokemon trainer we get to see all kinds of different environments and sights. From huge cities to quiet little haunted towns. And yes, people actually live there, but they're just crazy. The people in the Pokemon world live in all different types of places. So that gets me to thinking, if I lived in the Pokemon world, which city would I want to live in? With 6 different city generations in Pokemon, that's a lot to choose from. So I guess I'm just gonna have to narrow it down to my top 5 different cities I would live in the Pokemon world. Mossdeep City from Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire is definitely somewhere I'd love to live. Because let's face it, who wouldn't want to live on an island? Sure, there'd be no McDonald's, but you'd have a beautiful view of the ocean and a nice little beach to lay on. It also has a huge space center to visit and learn more about space. They can afford to build that, but not a place to eat around here? I'm guessing all they have to eat around here is Magikarp they catch from the ocean. But maybe I could get them to change the Pokemart into a Walmart. That way I could shop for food and clothes. I hear they have all the latest fashions. The only problem I would have with living here is worrying about Sharpedos in the water and tornadoes. Or maybe even a Sharpedo-nado coming through and killing us all. But I'm sure that would never happen, right? All in all, Mossdeep City could be a great place to live, and it's by far my favorite in Gen 3. Cities full of snow have always been the most beautiful looking cities to me, so it should be no surprise that Snowbell City from Pokemon X and Y would be a city I'd love to live in. I chose Snowbell in particular because it has a gorgeous atmosphere, with nice homes as well. The city's music would definitely be a main attraction for me, because I love the relaxing tune. It also has some romantic looking bridges with lampposts as well. And it also has benches! And get this, you can even sit on them! Son of a bench. The cold temperature could get rough on me though, since I'm used to living in warm weather. So living here wouldn't be my first choice, but at least they have a shop where I could buy some clothes to keep me warm. So Snowbell City's weather would take some getting used to, but I'd love to give it a try. Out of all the big cities in Pokemon, Goldenrod City would be the one that I'd like to live in. It's got it all. Stores, hookers, and even a radio tower. It also has an underground shopping area where you can get your Pokemon a haircut, and even buy drugs. The gym is also pretty cool, but the gym leader is just a pain. Whitney and her Miltank is the bane of every trainer's journey in Johto. We all hate that cow, and I'm not talking about her Miltank. Goldenrod even has a train that will take you to Saffron City and Kanto. So if you ever happen to get bored in Goldenrod, you could always go to Saffron. However, both cities seem to have a lot of crime going on, but I suppose that comes with the city life. Big cities are very fun to live in, and the nighttime view is beautiful with all the lights. If it wasn't for the crime and all the crowds of people everywhere, it'd probably be the perfect place to live. Vermilion City would be the perfect place for me to live. A quiet little town next to the ocean. Not many people live here, so there would be plenty of privacy, which is important to me because I'm claustrophobic. It also has a harbor, so if you ever wanted to go on a cruise to Olivine City in the Johto region, then hop aboard. Just watch out for that SS Zan, because if you ride on that, you ain't never coming back. The town also has a Pokemon fan club, a gym leader that looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and of course, plenty of good fishing. But of course, the town always has room for improvement. I mean, just look at our construction team. I'm building stuff! Yeah, it might be a while before we get any new buildings around here. Out of all the cities in Pokemon, Ecruteak City from Pokemon Gold and Silver would be the one that I would love to live in the most. It's a peaceful place, plenty of privacy, and it has plenty of things to do as well, where you can go and watch the Kimono girls dance. They might even start twerking. The city also has a lot of interesting history behind it, with it being where Lugia once resided and where Ho-Oh currently resides. The 3 legendary dogs were also seen in the burned tower in the city. Not only that, but I have to admit I love this city's music, and it's one of the main reasons that I picked this city. Ecruteak City is the perfect place for me, but what city would you guys like to live in the Pokemon world? Let me know in a comment. I'll see you guys in the next video.